The decline of U.S. power, global shifts, a weakening dollar, and growing inequality. The United States is reluctant to acknowledge that it's no longer the dominant global superpower it once was. Instead, it points fingers at external factors like China and other nations, deflecting responsibility for its decline. The truth is, the U.S. and its G7 allies together make up only about 12 to 15% of the world's population. In contrast, the BRICS countries, which consist of 22 members, represent about 60% of the global population. The BRICS countries account for 35% of global GDP, while the G7 only represents 30%. The future belongs to BRICS. For decades, the U.S. economy produced such an abundance of goods and services that it could shape the world order. But today, we face a different reality, a declining empire. The United States is no longer the economic powerhouse it once was. The dollar, once considered as reliable as gold, is losing its status. Just a few years ago, central banks held 80% of their reserves in U.S. dollars. Today, that figure is down to about 40%. While the dollar remains important, it no longer holds the unchallenged dominance it once did. This shift reflects a broader global transformation as a growing economic bloc gains influence. These changes are far more significant than any one nation's economic fluctuations. But why does the U.S. still have more billionaires than any other country, even as its economy stagnates? The answer lies in the growing concentration of wealth at the top. While the overall economy may stagnate, wealth is increasingly funneled to the richest Americans, leaving the majority of the population to bear the burden of decline and inequality. We're witnessing a global shift in power, with the U.S. no longer the dominant force it once was. The dollar is weaker, and wealth in America is becoming more concentrated at the top, while much of the rest of the world is rising. BRICS is leading the way forward. The global stage is being set by BRICS,